Wetherby to go. Aurora's Encore was runner-up in the Scottish National back end of last year. He's 16-1. Cape Tribulation nowhere near as good over fences as he is over hurdles. Won 2 big handicaps at Cheltenham and also at Aintree. 7-2. 3-1. Mr. Moonshine, 1-2 in this race, trained by Sue Smith. Doesn't really like soft ground, but he's a really impressive jumper.
And the bottom group going wrong, ran like that first time out, but Ferdy Murphy seemed not really hit sparkling form yet. He was a promising horse last year. Meyrick is a standing dish at the Scottish National, got a fantastic record in that race. He has won on heavy ground, but his best form is under quicker conditions. Zitenka is a funny thing. He's not the easiest to predict, but he's pretty useful on his day. And it's no surprise to see Ballyoliver short. He's in form from a stable in great form. He ran really well at Catterick the other day. The only thing you would say is you don't usually associate horses beaten at Catterick winning the Rowland Meyrick. Well, this has been won by some great horses over the years. It's not the best renewal this time, but it's competitive enough, and Stuart Machin's going to call it.
It's away then, a big race of the afternoon. The Betfair Don't Settle for Less Rowland Meyrick, 2 seconds in front of them, and with a couple of fences being admitted this afternoon in the back straight, they have 14 rather than normal 18 to jump. And it's Meyrick, a green jacket, who sets off in front and leads them as they head away to the far side of the track and fence number 1. The market leader, Ballyoliver, light blue and maroon jacket, is sitting in second place. A little deep on the course there is Zitenka. Harry Haynes, a black and green jacket, white sleeves. Our race is just about in third. Aurora's Encore in a combination of blue and yellow. Peter Buchanan almost level with him, though, in third position as they enter the back straight. They're moving now on towards fence number 1 of these 14. Mr. Moonshine is a length further back. He'll take it in 5th place as they come to the first. All safe favourites. Hoop Jacket of Best Turned Out Winner Going Wrong was the back marker. Here's number 2. It's the open ditch. Only one open ditch on the circuit today. He jumped as 2 and 9 in this, with Zitenka jumping up on the outside of Meyrick, and takes the advantage, a narrow one, Zitenka, as they move down to fence number 3. Ballyoliver's on the right, just getting over that. Zitenka and Meyrick rather collided in mid-air. Cape Tribulation and Jack Doyle are very pale colours, white and light blue. A nose-banded runner is towards the back of the field, and he's just ahead of James Reevely on Going Wrong, who continues to be the back marker. So they now race down at the end of the back straight for the first time. A big white blaze on the face of Meyrick, the Scottish Grand National specialist, with 2 wins and a 2nd place in the Ayr Marathon to his name in the last 3 years. He leads out of the back straight to Zitenka, about a neck behind him now in 2nd place. Our market leader this afternoon, Ballyoliver, and the maroon and light blue jacket, won at Newbury a couple of runs ago. Runs against the rails here with Aidan Coleman, who's bidding for a quick double, about 2 lengths off the pace, and shows in 2nd place. Mr. Moonshine is next. Shane Byrne is in dark blue and pink colours, and the other trio virtually in line. The pale jacket of Cape Tribulations in the centre. On the rail is Aurora's Encore, and similarly in a combination of blue and yellow is Going Wrong, who's been kept off the rail in the early part of the race. Here's number 4, first of 4 plain fences in the home straight. All safe at it, once again Zitenka, 3 from the left, and the big white face of Meyrick continue to be the leaders. On the right is Ballyoliver. Aidan Coleman takes him the shortest way as they come over the 2nd one in the straight. Mr. Moonshine, Cape Tribulation, Aurora's Encore, and Going Wrong, still the back markers. 2 plain fences in the straight to take the stake to this circuit, and right at the back of the field, Going Wrong did everything he possibly could do to get rid of James Reevely, but he stayed there and didn't lose that much ground either. He's the back marker by 7-8 lengths or so as the remainder now go over that plain one. 7 more to take, 1 circuit to go. Green jacket of Meyrick, white sleeves of Zitenka, still the leading pair. Mr. Moonshine, a pink cap, is deep on the course. Noseband of Cape Tribulation, 1 good handicap hurdle is at Cheltenham and Aintree in the spring, racing just in behind Ballyoliver against the rail. And then comes Aurora's Encore, and then there's only a length and a half or so then to Going Wrong. Best Turned Out winner, won a couple of times at Sedgefield last year. It's the only one who's put in a really serious blunder on the way round as they begin the run down the far side then in this Betfair sponsored Rowland Meyrick, first run in 1957. Produced 2 Gold Cup winners in the 80s, the Thinker and also Forgive and Forget. At the moment it's a dual Scottish national winner, Meyrick, who leads them down the far side. Zitenka's about a neck behind in second. Ballyoliver's taken third and getting a bit closer. Maroon and light blue jacket, although he was slow at that fence and right at the rear of the field, going wrong, clambered over it, put in another serious there, he gets reminders. Here's number 9, it's the ditch for the last time, and Going Wrong is being pulled up. The others are all safely over it, but Going Wrong pulled up before the 9th, and Zitenka leads them to the last on the far side. One from the left leads up to the white face of Meyrick in second. Ballyoliver's on the right. They go around what would have been the last 2 fences in the back straight this afternoon due to the ground. Then on the extreme left, still up there is Mr. Moonshine. They splash through a bit of water there. Cape Tribulation is next. Aurora's Encore, the blue and yellow checks on the sleeves. This afternoon's top weight is getting into it. And as they come down to the end of the back straight, they're all got some sort of chance here. And Ballyoliver has come through, though. Aidan Coleman is just about taken the lead, but now right on the outside, Shane Byrne and Mr. Moonshine joins him, and Aurora's Encore is neck between him in third place. Meyrick in the green has dropped out of it very quickly. He's at the tail end of the field. Cape Tribulation, Jack Doyle, white jacket, bringing him wide into fourth place and beginning to stay on now. They move ahead of Zitenka. So Zitenka and Meyrick, who made most of the running, have dropped out of contention. Pulled up was Going Wrong before the 9th, and as they come into the straight, it's Mr. Moonshine in Sue Smith's colours is going to be the leader. Cape Tribulation's moved into second, and Ballyoliver's struggling now. So 4 plain fences to go. Dark blue jacket, Mr. Moonshine, with the noseband, the white colours, Cape Tribulation, and they're together there. Ballyoliver, Aurora's Encore with the next 2, and Zitenka is behind those. Meyrick's still going. Here's the third last, and it's Cape Tribulation then who comes down to it. Got over it safely, is cleared away. 2 to 3 lengths ahead now. Ballyoliver clambered over it in third. Aurora's Encore is in fourth, and so Cape Tribulation comes down to the second last. At it now, a good leap, and he's almost 10 lengths clear. Second position, Mr. Moonshine. Ballyoliver's behind those, and then comes Aurora's Encore, but as they head then to the 14th and last fence in the Betfair Rowland Meyrick, and over it safely it is Cape Tribulation. He's 10 lengths clear and running on strongly in the closing stages. None of the rivals can get anywhere near him. Second place at the moment for Mr. Moonshine. Ballyoliver's trying to press him for that position, but it's Cape Tribulation and Jack Doyle who win easily. Second position for Mr. Moonshine, and then came Ballyoliver, Aurora's Encore, Zitenka and Meyrick.
So well.